Morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Here in the new setup at the home office. Been traveling a lot recently, so it's good to be home. Hope you're doing well. Forgive the mess. A couple of pictures that need to be hung, but very much a work in progress right now. Anyways, point of today is to talk about partnerships with customers. This sounds easy. It's not, but it is extremely valuable. So I want to take a little deeper dive into some thoughts on that. So a couple ways that I've found to be successful with making customers feel like partners are first to understand their business, taking a deep dive into what the client does and their industry nuances. And I think this is helpful for some obvious reasons, some surface level reasons. You show that you care, you show that you want to understand what they're doing. I think it also allows for the ability to really help, to really move the needle with that specific client in the complexities, the intricacies of their specific business. The second step or second tip is personalized communication. And I say this pretty often and all over my posts. And as far as tailoring interaction, tailoring solutions, things like that. And what I mean by that um, is keeping that specific customer in mind. Not everything can be a custom made product. Not everything can be, customized as far as communication. However, you can be smart about that. It doesn't take too much time just take another step and make sure that that is completely relevant for the intended audience. So tailoring interaction just to suit their specific needs and preferences. If you also notice, if you understand their business as far as step one, then the second step really is just another building block on top of step one. Consistent follow-ups is number three. Regularly checking in and showing people that you're proactive and attentive. I've found this to be extremely effective throughout my career. There's clearly a fine line between pestering and being professionally diligent, as the positive spin that I would put on that. But I think oftentimes you do show that you care, and you do show that you are thinking about them, which of course is valuable. I've also found that it really prompts discussion. It prompts the relationship. It grows the relationship. And allows for your contact on the other end, perhaps to mention something they might not have otherwise, or to really open up via direct conversation instead of typing an email that's going to be checked and carefully considered, as opposed to opening that valve of conversation, never knowing what you'll find out, good or bad, which is part of the fun of managing accounts. Step forward is exceeding expectations, always aiming to deliver more than what you initially promised. So clearly, you want to set the bar high, and you want to, delight your customer. That being said, you can always hedge, and I find that to be especially helpful by giving the realistic date of a product arrival. And by realistic, I mean possibly worst case, or at least acknowledging that worst case situation. That I found is extremely helpful as far as building trust with your client. It also gives somewhat of the moral and ethical high ground of being honest and open, even in bad circumstances. And then finally, seeking feedback. I found this is extremely helpful with accounts, especially growing the relationship, developing trust, ultimately trying to get them to feel that this is a partnership, because it puts you on level footing, and it is, I guess, a humble, a modest way of asking for feedback. And I think maybe the missed element of seeking feedback is proactively considering that and instituting that. Not always possible, but certainly helpful. And so this stuff, there's five steps. Obviously, any relationship is more than just steps. However, I found that these are extremely helpful. Sincerity, I would say, with all of these, is really the carrying card. Meaning what you say, saying what you mean, and being proactive as far as helping the customer. I had a mentor tell me one time that if you take care of your customers, they will take care of you. Not always true, but I found in large, painting with a broad brush, that to be true. So hopefully this is helpful. Hit like, share with your friends, give me some feedback, comment, tell me what you like, what you didn't like. Appreciate you reading and watching.